Welcome to FIBA basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. There's always a high-intensity atmosphere in the group stage. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll see France taking on USA. You look at France, they won their first game. Another win tonight, and they finished first in the group.
Yeah, I really liked how they played in that first one. And remember, if you win your group, you get an easier path in the final round.
And as for USA, well, they also won their first contest. This FIBA game is for first place in the group.
Yeah, both are through to the final round, but tonight is about seeding, getting an easier path in the 8-team bracket. So there's a lot to play for.
You know, when it comes to officiating in a FIBA game, you won't see the refs give the offense the benefit of the doubt.
And often more physicality is tolerated. We won't see the star treatment. And usually they call traveling a little tighter. He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Risache. Back to Wembanyama. Coulibaly on the wing. To the paint. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Duren. And that one, good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
France with the ball. USA making their last shot. Risache with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. And a two-handed jam!
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risache's future in this league.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, when you watch one of these FIBA games, they move so fast.
You really notice there are fewer timeouts, too. I mean, these international games usually have a great flow, and it makes them fun to watch.
Pass to Coulibaly. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Traoré. France moving the ball around. The three from Risache. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And here's USA. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Flags. No good with the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Risache. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
And when Victor dunks it, it sometimes looks like a toy hoop, doesn't it?
And so here's USA, trailing by 2. Edwards against Coulibaly, 14 feet away. Edwards can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Traoré, guarded by Edwards. Here's Wembanyama. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Banchero, yet to see a basket. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
You know, for this French national team, it starts and ends with the great Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he's 7'4", arguably the best defensive player in the world. Wemby was incredible during the French run to silver at the 2024 games. And the best part, he is just getting started.
Another miss by Wembanyama. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for USA. Pass to Halliburton. Duren against Wembanyama. Duren, no good. Here's France with the ball. Outside Wembanyama. Outside Koulibaly. Now Risache. Let's go with a three. Rebound USA. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Carroll passes to Halliburton. And here's Edwards. Now Banchero. Over Traoré. The bank shot, no good. Pass to Koulibaly. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Looking at the last game for USA, it was a win against Puerto Rico. Here's Flag. Back to Edwards. Here's Flag. Risache covering. Edwards. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Risache. Shoots over Duran. Risache, no good. In back-to-back years, France had the first overall picks in the NBA draft.
Yeah, Wemby in 2023, Risache in 2024, a bunch of other first-rounders in those drafts, too. Few countries are producing talent like France.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Koulibaly. No points so far.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now a timeout called by France. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for USA. Booker comes in for Tyrese Halliburton, and France making a change here. France trails by 5. Outside Risache. Inside, will it go? And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
And so here's USA. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Man, what a move by Edwards. That was phenomenal.
Pass to Sarr. Left side Risache. Back to Sarr. Launches it. Duran with a rebound. USA leading by 5. Here's Tatum. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Tatum's size playing a factor there near the bucket.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Sarr with a screen on Edwards. To the inside. And Sarr with the basket. On the assist from Risache.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And here's USA. Booker looking around. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The easy money there for Booker. You can't let him get this close with the ball.
France trails by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Hayes. France moving the ball around. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Outside Tatum. 4-3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Risache. Pass to Sarr from the arc. Rebound USA. Duran's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Tatum jacks up a 3. Rebound by France. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. It's stolen by Tatum. And here comes the break. Here's flag. It's Booker on the wing, covered by Wembanyama. Booker, the pass to Duran. Over Hayes. Duran, no good. France trails by 5. Risacher with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Hayes for 3. Buries it from 3.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tatum against Sarr. Tatum passes to Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
France with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass to Hayes. Out to the wing. Here's the Singate. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Tatum. Rebound by France. From deep, Sarr. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Anthony Edwards has been on display for USA, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. It's quarter 2 here in this group stage game at the FIBA tournament. Glad to have you back with us. And from what we've seen from USA, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here's Dumas. Can't tie it up. That one misses. For France, they won their last contest. That game against Puerto Rico. Back to Halliburton. Takes a 3. Oh, yes, sir! Halliburton from deep.
What a release. Halliburton getting rid of it.
To the wing on the left. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. Here's Sarr. Nice D from Tatum.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
3-pointer, Halliburton. And again, USA with the triple.
Yeah, you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
To the right side. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Pass to Hayes. Out to the right wing. Here's the Singate. Over to the left wing. Here's Dumas. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. USA leading by 8. Tries the spin move. Brown inside. Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Halliburton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, the shot of Halliburton is just so steady. You add in his driving ability. Tyrese is a scary offensive player.
Now a timeout called by France. USA making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. France also with a sub. Koulibaly's checked in. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Koulibaly on the wing. Back to Hayes. Pass to Touré. To halt the run. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
On the wing, Tatum. Back to Halliburton. With some arc. Inside, Halliburton gets it to fall.
Yeah, intelligent shot selection by Halliburton, opting for the floater in that situation.
Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Uses the glass on the layup. Sarr's got 6 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Halliburton outside. Back to Tatum. Pass to Booker to the inside. Ball stolen. Here's Hayes. Lays it up and banks it in. Hayes has got his second bucket on the night. And Halliburton has got the ball here for USA. They've led by as many as 11. Banchero the screen. Inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Banchero knows how to get to the line. He's drawn fouls at an elite level from his very first day in this league.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for USA.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Well, you know, he's already an all-star level talent. Banchero's upside and his versatility, you've got to be excited about his future.
Flags checked in for USA.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Koulibaly on the wing. Back to Hayes. Pass to Asenge. Now Sarr, guarded by Banchero. 5 to shoot. Sarr misses. USA leading by 8. Halliburton, the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the ring.
France with the ball. Here's Hayes. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Booker. And here's USA. USA with the ball movement. Banchero from close range.
Well, that's where you want to get Banchero the ball. He's got great touch around the basket.
France trails by 12. Pass to Asenge. Sarr with a screen on Tatum. Here's Traore. Now here's Koulibaly. Takes the 3. Pure from three-point range. Koulibaly's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now Halliburton fires the 3. Sarr pulls it in. Koulibaly with it. Pass to Sarr. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. And it's Koulibaly missing. USA leading by 9. Here's Flag. Still no points. Yep, that one's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Asenge. Here's Traore. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And here's Halliburton. From downtown. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. France shooting their first foul shot of the night. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Wembanyama's checked in for France. Ricochet comes in for Hayes.
Substitution on the court.
USA leading by 6. Here's Flag. Outside Booker. Over Traore. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Flag. Flag's got 3 assists tonight. On the wing, Ricochet. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Traore. And here's Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Down low. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Coulibaly on the wing. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Banchero. Rebound by France. Now here's Coulibaly. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy two.
Man, Wembanyama looking unstoppable.
USA leading by 4. Edwards looking it over. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Oh, not enough to slow down Wembanyama.
Well, you know, for such a big guy, Wembanyama has excellent body control.
Now Booker. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Shoots. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
3-pointer. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Coulibaly's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Here's Flagg. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Flagg's got his 2nd basket.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Risache. This one for 3. Rebound USA. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Flagg outside. Rebound by France. We've got 1:13 left in the half. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Edwards with it. 9 points in the game. Tatum with a screen. Now here's Edwards. Risache covering.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more. I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Right side Edwards. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sarr passes to Wembanyama. France moving the ball around. Pass to Sarr. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Booker. Here's Flagg. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul. Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
And here's Edwards outside. And no good. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
44.
Welcome back to the second half of this FIBA tournament group play game here on 2K Sports. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
France with the ball. On the wing, Risache. Outside for Wembanyama. Risache. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to Flag. And here's Banchero. Koulibaly defending. Halliburton on the wing. Over Traoré. Right side, Edwards. Here's Flag. The 3-ball. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got 6 assists in the game.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Now here's Koulibaly. To the left side wing. Pass to Touré. On the wing, Risache. And France misses again.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Salon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
Edwards against Koulibaly. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Koulibaly. And here's Risache. Traoré for 3. Rebound USA. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Salon.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Koulibaly. Down low. Here's Risache. Just 5 to shoot. Fires in the triple. Risache's got 5.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risache's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Now here's Duren. Now here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, as a lob partner, Duren's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
Duren's gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. Left side, Koulibaly. To the wing, right side. Wembanyama, screen on Banchero. Right side, Wembanyama. Over Duren. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And here's USA. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Duren, and he jams it home with authority.
A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Risache. Here's the 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Koulibaly. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Flag. Flag's got 5 assists in the game.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Now here's Wembanyama. 16 points for him. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question, they're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And Banchero passes to Edwards. Now here's Duren, covered by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Halliburton. The 3 from Banchero. Rebound by France. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Koulibaly. Counted from distance. Koulibaly's got 8.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Now here's Halliburton. Tight defense on him. Durant in the high post. Up top, Banchero. The 3 is up. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Koulibaly. Give him 8 points now. Here's Touré. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Banchero finds Halliburton. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. He's got 14.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Knocked away. And as it goes out of bounds, France able to keep possession. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for USA. Sarr's checked in for France. Here's Salon. France moving the ball around. Risache with the ball. Now guarded by Duran. Risache, no good. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for USA. Edwards, a pass to Duran. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Salon. France trails by 4. And stolen by Edwards. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Rebound by France. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wembanyama screen. Here's Risache. And he banks in the layup. Risache's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's the ability to finish for Risache. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Edwards, a pass to Durant. Back to Edwards. Goes up on the baseline. Connects. The jumper drops. And USA leads by 4.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Well, how do you stop Wembanyama in the paint? His size and touch make it so simple for him.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 13. Here's Tatum. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. To the inside. And finished off by Sarr.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Halliburton. He's got 14. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for USA.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Now here's Risache. 7 points in the game. Pass to Sarr. Here's Touré. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
France shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Now a timeout called by France.
At the line for 1.
And so here's USA. The shake. It's rebounded by Salon.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
For the lead. Touré can't hit. Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Flag. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Flag's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Now here's Risache, guarded by Edwards, to the inside. Rebound USA. Duran's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Pass to Flag. Now Halliburton from deep. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
To the left wing. Here's Salon. On the wing, Risache, guarded by Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. And the layup is good off the glass. And that's 20 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be France's ball.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
So for USA, Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Duran, and it's Booker in for Edwards. France trails by 3. To the wing on the left. Here's Sengate. And France misses again. And Booker's got the ball here for USA. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Picked it. Hayes with it. Now guarded by Booker. It's stolen by Halliburton. Down low. Outside for Booker. "11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Works that inside area.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for USA. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hi, folks. We've reached the fourth quarter in this group play game. It's FIBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now here's Booker. He's closely guarded. Pass to Flag.
Pick coming.
And here's Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Risache. Booker defending. And Risache gets it to go.
It's always good to see Risache mixing it up down low.
Now Mitchell. It's Booker on the wing. Can't hit that one. Risache with some nice D. Pass to Asenge. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Flag. Shoots over Sarr. Again, the miss by USA. Here's Asenge. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Tatum.
Give them credit. They fought hard to get back into it, and now they're rewarded with the lead.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for France.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Now here's Mitchell. Booker with a screen on Hayes. From deep, Mitchell. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. To the left side wing. Fires for three. Rebound USA. Tatum's got his fifth rebound in this one. Outside Booker. And it goes straight through with a swish.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Mitchell. Here we go, one-on-one. Three-pointer. Three ball, Donovan Mitchell.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
France trails by 3. Pass to Asenge. Outside Risache. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Risache's got 5 points in the quarter.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
France with the ball. Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Risache. And stolen by Booker. Here's flag. Risache covering. Booker fires from way outside. And again, USA with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now a timeout called by France. USA making a switch here. Duran's checked in. France also with a sub. Salon's checked in. France trails by 6. France moving the ball around. The 3 is up. And it's Koulibaly missing. And here's USA. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Booker. And it's USA with another.
A silky mid-range jumper by Booker, attacking without any hesitation.
Now here's Risache. Booker defending. Pass to Salon. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the triple. USA leading by 8. Here's flag. Back to Booker. And he's going for the lob. Off the lob. Jason Tatum.
Yeah, nice lob there, and what a leap by Tatum. You just have to admire that kind of play.
Pass to Salon. Here's Sarr, covered by Duran. Sarr down low, working on Duran. Sarr misses.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Now here's Tatum. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitution for USA. Anthony Edwards. Donovan Mitchell. Tyrese Halliburton.
France trails by 10. Outside Risache. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And here's USA. They're on a 15-3 run. Outside Tatum. Here's Halliburton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And now it's a 12-point USA lead.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Tatum with it. Pass to Mitchell. Now Duran, guarded by Sarr. Duran, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Duran. And the dunk by Duran. And that's a double-double for him now.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Stolen by Mitchell. There's Tatum with the 3. On target from range. And USA leads by 17.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, That's certainly the way to do it.
Now a timeout called by France. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Hey, these fans love him so much. And when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. France trails by 17. Outside Koulibaly. Over to the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. To stop the drought. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Flagg's got 4 rebounds in the game. Left side, Edwards. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Duren. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Flagg. Fires from deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Koulibaly finds Wembanyama. Koulibaly on the wing. The 3. Rebound USA. Duren's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
That is some strength. Banchero takes the foul, but it's not enough to throw him off rhythm.
France trails by 18. Koulibaly on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Right side, Risache. 6 to shoot. Now Koulibaly. Wembanyama. Oh, it doesn't go. USA leading by 18. Outside Edwards. Wembanyama rips down the board. Here's France with the ball. Outside Risache. Outside Koulibaly. Now here's Risache, guarded closely.
Yeah, Risache is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
At the line for France, Zachary Risache, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. USA leading by 18. Here's Halliburton. Outside Duren. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
And the long reach of Wembanyama. Certainly one of the more feared shot blockers in the league.
It's tipped. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Now Halliburton. Banchero. Koulibaly with the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
He got it.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
And it's Edwards with the ball for USA. A minute 9 left in the final quarter. Outside Banchero takes a three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And Banchero has shown that he's willing to let it fly from outside if he likes the look.
Pass to Salah. From 12 feet out, Cash. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Now here's Halliburton. Wembanyama rips down the board. Oh, he jammed it. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Here's Halliburton. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Wembanyama against Duren. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Duren, the screen. Edwards fires. And so USA takes the win.
Well, with this 2-0 record, they win their group. They get a good seed in the final round. This is how you start the FIBA tournament.
And with how well they played, is this team a favorite?
You have to mention them amongst the title contenders. They've been outstanding thus far. I just like how they're playing great team basketball.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is...